To go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Washington Redskins. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Four down. Check. Ready. Yellow lady. Right side.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Ready. Yellow lady. 11. Right there. 51. 21.
Breeze to throw on second down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw is Breeze. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Now the man from nearby Baton Rouge, it's the LSU star Darius Geis. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Gerald McCoy in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Third down, here's Geis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And with it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't it?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
21.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Zach Brown coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
11. Over.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Kill.
They're running. Ingram. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Ingram again, a first down carry. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
On second down, here's Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Flushed out right. It's brought in by Dodson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice...
Hey, boys, go forward. Go down. Hey, on. Good, Liz. Orange. Liz.
On first down, it's Smith. And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and get it with Geis. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Flush to his right. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Geis, they'll try to run it. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. On 1st down, Breeze eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Hey, on. Hey, gun. Lock.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw is Smith. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Hey, on.
On first down, this is Case. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Smith. He's going to fire one deep, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
21. Got it.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Set. Got it.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
We got three. Ohio.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his throw is incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Well, this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A great return there of 22 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They start the second half with a run by Geis, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Sheldon Rankins able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first. First down. On the handoff, it's Geis. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Let's go. Let's go, 15.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Shifts by him. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
Now Breeze lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Right back to him on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
To throw is Barrett. He dumps it down to Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. On first and 10, here's Barrett. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
To throw again. Barrett. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw on third down. Barrett flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. The 40, the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. We know this defense has
some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether the man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Flex round! Flex round! Man, that's trash.
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. To Marine out in the flat. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Flex round! Flex round!
Barrett looks to throw on first. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. After the interception, here's Smith. He's going to fire one deep over the... And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Redskins indeed leads to a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Barrett. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
190.
On third down, Barrett completes this one to Meredith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Barrett to throw. He's going to air one out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's go. Let's go, 15. Let's go. Go. 4 down. Check.
They start on the ground with Geis. And now running right through it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Tight end right.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's Ginn. "34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Barrett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Barrett. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. Let's go, 15.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
They'll hand it down to Geis. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing is Smith. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now they get a fourth-quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Hey, on!
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Redskins on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. On the ground, it's Geis. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Ginn. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled.
Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column,